I'm Lou Andertis, and I direct the Honors Academy here at Concordia Lutheran High School. The goal of Honors Academy, at its most basic level, was to provide students coming to Concordia a chance to be with other students who are like-minded academically in terms of motivation, giftedness, and various aspects of their academic life.
My name's Haley Grisey, and I graduated from Concordia in 2019. Honors Academy was a lot of fun. I think my favorite part of it was the community that I had, mostly the other members in my grade. We hung out all the time, and we had all of the same meetings for Honors Academy together. We also had lunch and learns and met a bunch of important people and big businesses, and went to some leadership conferences, some college visits, and then our big projects that we were all working on together.
The research project prepared me for the college environment because it was on your own, there was a whole lot of independence, and it prepared me with something that I could take to college admissions and say, here, this is this thing that I did.
Having the whole senior project, that was definitely something. I remember being so stressed out about that when I was in high school, but it was definitely a really great experience. I learned a lot through that. I got to do some research with that, and I had to have a mentor with that, and I had to do all of that all over again in college, so it was kind of nice to have that prior experience.
In addition to that, they do community service. They have ownership to the decision where they want to go because they'll be spending 4 years doing community service with a minimum of 100 hours over those 4 years.
So I volunteered with Bethesda Lutheran Communities, which is a day program for people that have developmental disabilities. And so that was a really great way to be prepared for the service that would come in college. But it was also a great way to just challenge myself as a leader and get myself out of my comfort zone.
And the premise behind that was so that they would gain comfort at that location, establish a relationship with a mentor, but then they also would be able to have leadership opportunities during those 4 years as they became more comfortable in knowing what was going on at that particular location.
Honors Academy gave me access to the Leadership Speaker Summits, which were an excellent way to listen to real professionals, give opinions, give advice, and give insight into what their careers were like, what were their day-to-day experiences, what had they gleaned over 30, 50 years. And that experience of having access to that, and that's my kind of going theme with Honors Academy is access. That was huge because when you're an undergraduate in college or a student in high school, you're looking at all these career options and you're looking at it academically. You're thinking, what classes do I like? But so often classes don't necessarily line up with what it's like to actually do something in the real world. So having the opportunity to listen to and speak with real community leaders and even countrywide or world leaders about their jobs, their experiences, and their advice was huge and incredibly impactful for discovering who you wanted to be in the future as a person.
Currently, each year, the students who are part of the original invitation, the scores from their I Learned 7th grade tests is what we look at for them to receive a letter of invitation. They then received a package from me as a letter of invitation based off of those test scores that they're eligible to apply to the Honors Academy. What the application process consists of is within that mailing, there is a creative response prompt to which they are asked to look at this prompt and then decide how they want to respond to it. What we're looking for are ideas of creativity. They then are asked to come in for an interview with the advisory board, and that's what consists of the actual invitation and application process. We then repeat the invitation process based off of the PSAT scores that the current freshmen of Concordia Lutheran High School take in the fall.
I think for Caleb, which is our oldest, for him, it was really a debate. Do I want to do this? Do I not? And, at the end of the day, I was like, why not apply and try? And if you
gonna do the work anyway.
Yeah, and if you fall below the requirements at some point in your education, oh well, but at least you were striving for meeting the mark that Honors Academy has.
I think Honors Academy gives students a lot of resources to grow academically, professionally, and personally.
Honors Academy was just a really great program. I'm glad I had the opportunity to be a part of it, and it definitely did prepare me for a lot of things in my future after that.
I think it was a lot of fun and not just all scholarly extension projects or pushing yourself harder in classes, because I did push myself harder and I did get a lot out of it, but I also made those friends.
The other things that Honors Academy encourages is service in the community, leadership skills, and they get to meet a lot of key leaders in the community. And I think that's really important to their education to help them know what they're going to do later on in the community and how they can serve the community.
I would say that it all goes back to that idea of connections in the future. I had a great time in Honors Academy. It was a lot of fun. I met lifelong friends through Honors Academy, and I felt that much more prepared to really make the most of my college time.